Hey all, how are you? Welcome back. Jackson M. Haskell here. So the video coming after Viz on March 6th. We are actually talking about Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Dream Warriors, which is good. And that Viz video coming on the 5th, which I'm filming right now. We're talking about Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy Revenge, which is good. This movie is a sequel to the original. It doesn't really follow the main story. It's kind of a more one-off. I would say number 3 for sure follows it better than number 2. But it's still really interesting. This film was released in 1985, which is great. We've actually seen the director before, which is, I believe we've seen him. He sounds familiar. This was directed by Jack Shoulder, written by David Chaskin, and it follows Jesse Walsh, a teenager who lives in the former home of Nancy from the first movie. And Jesse, actually, fun fact, became the first male protagonist because Nancy was the original in the original. Mr. Jack Shoulder has directed multiple horror films in the past. Alone in the Dark. He was The Hidden, Renegade, Wishmaster 2, Arachnid. So we would have probably seen him there. Potentially. No, we haven't. We have not. I thought we would have saw him, but I guess not. Kind of well known in the horror industry. Oh, okay. So, we actually have seen him. There's a reason I recognize his name. We saw him on Tales of the Dark Side. He was the director for Fitting Punishment, which is cool. Yeah, this film was released November 1st, 1985, which makes sense. It's right after Halloween, so you still have horror. But yeah, let's talk about the cast here. Because, yeah. The first cast member we have is Mark Patton as Jesse Ray. Jesse is believed to be gay in this movie, which is cool. First, gay hero. Or Mark Patton came out as gay himself. Cool. Nothing wrong against that or nothing. But yeah. Come back. I'm trying to think what. He appears in Freddy's Jason in Archive moments, which is cool. I don't recognize him from any films. He was on Hotel and CBS School Break Special. Yeah, which is interesting. Scream Queen, My Nightmare on Elm Street, which is is a documentary about himself. Which is cool. We have Kim Myers as Lisa Weber. Girl Next Door crush in the movie. I don't know if we would have saw her in anything else. This was her first film. Actually, we saw her in Hellraiser Bloodlines. Looks like, which is cool. She was also in CBS Schoolyard Special. LA Law as Carrie Martin / Patricia Brophy. She was Studio 5B as Samantha Hurley. Yeah, a lot of TV shows. She was in Perversions of Science, which I might cover someday. It's a long TV show, I believe. Yeah. We got Mr. Ron Rustler, who's as Ron Grady, who is the best friend of Jesse, I believe. He was in Facts of Life as Neil, which is cool. He was in Vamp, Amityville, A New Generation, as Ray. I don't really recognize him as much, I would say. But yeah, he's still in stuff, which is Good. Oh, he was in Ray Donovan as Gus with D. We saw him in Tales of Halloween as Mr. Blake. And he's also in Church of Darkness as himself. We also have Clu Gulager, big name actor. He played Ken Walsh, the dad. I don't know if we saw him on anything. Oh, okay. He played Dan Bannon in A Return of the Living Dead, which is cool. I hope they cover that film if I haven't yet. He was in The Killer from '84 as Lee, which is good. Sorry, 64, not 84. Burt Wilson in Return of the Living Dead. Good. He was in The Hidden as Lieutenant Ed Flynn, which is another Jack Shoulder film. I think Puppet Master 5. Final chapter is Man Number 1. Feast 2, Sloppy Seconds, is Bartender. Same with Feast 3, Happy Finish. We probably... I'm just making sure I don't recognize him from anything else, because he is a big name actor. Not a lot of TV shows. Just make sure I haven't seen him in the Twilight Zone. Well, I don't recognize it. We have Hope Lang as Cheryl Walsh, the mom, which is cool. She was in Psych. Peyton Please in '57. It's cool. She would have passed away sadly in 2003. Bus Stop. This movie. Blue Velvet as Mrs. Williams. I don't recognize her anything else. Oh, Fantasy Island she was in. Really iconic show. Yeah, Murder, She Wrote for a couple episodes, which is cool. We have Marshall Bell as Coach Snyder. He is a name I recognize for sure. Stand By Me he was in, which is good. Total Recall, Starship Troopers, Twins. He's kind of a well-known. I definitely recognize that name. This would have been his third film. Johnny Be Good as Chief Elkins. Total Recall as George Sasquatto. Puppet Masters, where he played General Morgan. Just a final season. Harvey Make Peace. Not a lot of movies. Not a lot of TV shows. Looks like. We also have Linda O'Fee as Mrs. Weber. Lisa's mom. She sadly would have passed away in 2020. Not a lot of movies. Not a lot of TV shows. Match Games. Probably most iconic for sure. We have Tom McFadden as Mr. Weber. We have Sydney Walsh as Carrie Hellman. She was in Hooperman. Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger. I mentioned him in the first episode a lot. We have Edward Blackoff as biology teacher. Christy Clark as Angela Walsh. She was in Days of Our Lives as Carrie Brady. And we have Lyman Ward as Mr. 80. I'm just going to mention him. He was on Ferris Bueller's Day Off, where he played Tom Boogler, Ferris's dad, which is cool. Also Sleepwalkers. But yeah, that's really it for this film. Like I said, video coming after this, video coming after this, we are talking about, we're talking about Showtime's new content, which is great. Sorry, that's not true. Video coming after this, we're talking about Nightmare on Elm Street 3, which is cool. Dream Warrior, really big film. It's probably my favorite film in the franchise. Creative deaths, that's why. Yeah, which is really cool, and that's the next let's talk for. If you're wondering on Nightmare on Elm Street, that's a great question. That will be March 14th, which is The Trap from 1922. I chose that because we have a big name actor, Hollywood legend in that, which is cool. And I hope y'all enjoy, and bye-bye.